So getting my tea ready to film this next video, and I had to show you guys this tea drop. This is the tea drop citrus ginger that I got this month in my Sips By, and look at this. He looks like a little flower. It's so cute. So cute. And it's all crystallized. I probably put too much sugar in because it supposedly has some sugar in it, but we're gonna give it a try. I'll be here in just a minute. So hello and welcome to domytriesthis. I hope you brought your cuppa. Today's coffee mug was a gift from a subscriber. Thank you, Jean. I love the pretty flowers and hearts on it. I really appreciate the coffee mug. Always can make my day with a coffee mug. You really can. And today's tea in our coffee mug is the Tea Drops Citrus Ginger, like I showed you just a minute ago. It's a little hard flower, and it's a good thing I showed you when I did, because I have since checked, since I just dropped it in. I swear, I just dropped it in, and the little flower is completely gone. It just dissolved away, all of it. Boop. So hopefully this is at its full strength, and we are going to give it a taste and see how we like it. Really hot. Ooh. Yeah, I like that. That's really, you get that citrusy flavor. I believe there's a little bit of mint or something in here. I'd have to look at the card. We just got these. I'd have to look at the card. And, oh, here we go. Here's the ingredients. So we have raw sugar, orange peel, ginger, spearmint. That's what I thought. You get just a hint of that mint in there. And orange extract and lemon extract. And everything's organic, but we all know how I feel about organic. It's an expensive label. But anyway, this is a really nice tea. Depending on the price, I think I could see myself picking up a few more of those. That's really good. I need it to cool down a little bit because it's 92 outside, folks. 92. It's hot. It is so hot, I'm having to pat down my nose like every 5 minutes. Anyway, so today we are opening a couple of special boxes. One of them is the, as it says down below, it is my take on a Zodiac palette for Libra. And the reason I made my own is almost all the Zodiac palettes I've been seeing come out lately have been various shades of brown with 1 or 2 other colors. Like the Aries was various shades of reddish browns with an orange or something in it. That kind of thing. No, you all know me. I don't do browns. I do very few browns. Let's put it that way. Anyway, so while I was waiting for that order to come in, I had another box come in. And I did mention on my Facebook that I took a peek because we did have a troll on here for a while who threatened to send something to my house, which has resulted in me removing my address from my YouTube channel entirely, and has me double checking boxes that I don't know what's going on with them. It does say preen at the top. However, they could have printed out any label, said anything, and put it up there. I wasn't taking any chances. I did take a peek. I haven't opened more than the peek. As for why I do that, if it were just me, it wouldn't be a big deal. Honestly, it really wouldn't be a big deal. But I'm not going to risk having some crazy person send something dangerous to my house with my son here. My son usually picks up the packages. A lot of times he's in or around the room when I open them. So for mystery boxes, I make sure he's not here, or at least not in the room, and then I take a peek to make sure they're safe. That's just, I'm protecting my son more than anything. And yeah, so that's why we do it that way. Anyway, so I do know what's in here, but I haven't opened anything further than knowing what's in here. I'm really excited about it because this is something that I actually, it's a company that I wanted to buy something from for a while, and what's in here was amongst the things that I was looking at to buy. Won't be buying anything from them for a while. So anyway, without further ado, I am opening this up, and I've got the card, and we've got the little box. Throw this down. So this is from Zoeva. I hope I'm Zoeva. Is it Zoeva or Zoeva? I don't know. But this is their Voyager travel brush set. Now I didn't realize it was travel size. Travel sizes tend to be smaller. It's okay. It's still Zoeva, and I've been wanting to try their brushes. And in the card, here's our card. They look like they're beautiful. And it says, congratulations, you've been chosen as a winner in the Zoeva Authentic Challenge. Enjoy your Voyager travel brush set, the ideal tools for great journeys and flawless touch-ups during the day. We love hearing about the authentic you, and we wanted to let you know that you have been entered for a chance to become a brand ambassador for Zoeva. That would be cool. And have your entry reshared at Zoeva Cosmetics. We will be messaging the winner via DM on Instagram in the coming weeks, so keep your eyes peeled. That would be neat. That would be really, really neat. Probably won't be me, but it would be really, really neat to be one of their brand ambassadors. But cats. The cats are fighting over a box. Not the box I just tossed, but a box. At any rate, let's open this and take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. I love getting prezzies. I love getting prezzies. I can't remember what I said on that entry. It has a neat little pouch. It says Zoeva on it. A little band to help keep it closed, I think. Yes. So you pull up the band and you open it up, and it's like a little pouch on the inside. That's cool. And here are the brushes. Oh, they're pretty. They are short because they're for travel. Oh, look at these. And they all say Voyager on them. Look at that. Focus, 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 focus. It doesn't want to focus. It wants to focus on me. Anyway. So it says Voyager right there. You can't see it because the camera is being stupid, but it says Voyager right there. So there's that one, and then we have our buffing brush. Oh, that feels nice. It's not soft. It's got, but it is soft. It's not, you know how some brushes are so soft they feel like they may have put like lotion or something on the bristles? I know that doesn't make sense, but it just is, they're really, really soft to the touch. These are soft, but they don't feel like that. And this has a bit of stiffness to it that I really like. And then we have our shader, which also has a nice bit of stiffness to it. That's really nice. And then we have what I would use for I would use this for blending, and then I would use this for like under my brow. Again, it has a touch of stiffness to it, but this is nice and soft. I'm looking forward to using these. These are cool. These are so cool. This is neat. I'm excited. I'm really excited to have these. Thank you, Preen.me. I appreciate that, and thank you, Zoeva. They're gorgeous. I can't wait to play around and use them and show off the looks that I make with them. They're gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous. And this box is really pretty too. So I'm not going to keep it. I have so many boxes, but I like the way they did the box too. And the pouch is nice as well. So, and I like the way that bends over like that. Bends over. Folds over like that to hold your brushes inside. And you can fit in other things. You can fit in a flat round sponge. You can fit in a few other things. There's plenty of room in there for anything else you want to put in there. So that's really nice. Thank you so much, Zoeva. Thank you again, Bring.me. I appreciate it. I'm glad what I had to say tickled somebody's funny bone or made them appreciate that. I would have to go back and look. I have ADHD and anemia, and I can't even remember yesterday half the time. So there you go. Alrighty, so this is from ColourPop. Like I said, this was to make my own Zodiac palette, because all the palettes that have been coming out this year from, I think in BH Cosmetics in particular, but any of the Zodiac palettes that I've seen coming out have all been various shades of brown. I'm not a brown person. I could see having a few browns maybe, but for me in particular, brown is just one of those colors I don't use that often. And it has to be either really dark, it has to be on the reddish side, it has to be red toned, or it has to be really light that you couldn't even call it a brown for it to actually work on my skin. So I don't like browns. I mean, they're okay. I do have some. I have some that I use for various things on my face. Like I have some that I will use underneath to help set my concealer and brighten my under eyes a bit if that's what I want to do. Eyeshadow actually works just fine for that. You can use a banana powder. I've got a banana powder I'm trying to use up right now, but I do tend to use that lighter color that will meld into my skin and brighten it from eyeshadow. But in general, I don't use a whole lot of browns. Anybody who's been on this channel long enough knows I don't use a whole lot of brown. So I went looking for a what would be a good color palette for Libra, and this is the image I chose to really work with initially. And then someone also sent along this image. So for Libra, you're looking at blues and pinks and purples with a touch of like tealish colors in there. Not a whole lot of browns. And a lot of people were like really kind of surprised at the colors I chose. I did play around with this on Not Beauty News. So this palette has gone through a number of transformations kind of, and my final palette is actually going to be even more different than the first palette I created. So here's the first palette I created and posted to Not Beauty News. And here was the final palette that I created that I posted to Not Beauty News. However, our final palette is going to be a little different. Anyway, so the ColourPop, they always send a neat little card. It says Resting Beach Face. I always keep the little cards when they're unique and I haven't seen them before. I keep everybody's little cards. And so I'm going to keep my little card, put that down. I got this using the build your own palette. So they have really good prices when you build your own palette, but as many brands do, they don't tell you the price on your thing. All right, so when you build your own palette, the first thing you start with is a little palette. This palette holds 12 colors. I think this pattern is really, really cute with the palm trees and the hearts. So we're putting our colors in here. I will also be taking a color out of here, I believe. Yes. So we will be taking one of our colors out of my larger palette. So like I said, the first color that's going to go into this palette is from my old palette. This is called Tea Garden. I thought that this could kind of represent the actual scales, the metal of the scales themselves. It is a reddish gold flip duochrome. It is very pretty. And my camera is being stupid, but anyway, you can get the color there. So we're taking that one out and we're going to put that, go ahead and put that in my palette. And then the one color, I did buy 12 shadows. You have to buy all the shadows to get the deal on the Build Your Own palette. And the one color that didn't make it in my poll that I put on my Facebook group and into my Ipsy group was the color Howlin, which is fine. There is another color in here that's very similar called Tuda Mango. So Howlin is a bit more purpley, where Tuda Mango has a bit more of a pink cast. Oh, I think that was a good choice. That Howlin doesn't really show up well on my skin. So that is going to go in the place where the Tea Garden was in my old palette. So now we're going to get into these other colors that I ordered. The first color that I picked, and one of the colors that actually stayed in the palette for each incarnation of it, is this color On the Fence. It is a light peachy pink. So there's that. It's a beautiful color. Oh, that's gorgeous. She's much more pink than peach, but she works. Oh, they sent me something extra. They sent me a Lippie pencil in the color TBH. Let's take a look at this real quick. We'll finish our palette, but let's take a look at this real quick. Ooh, no, I did order this. That's right, I did order this. Oh, that's pretty. That's our Lippie pencil. I'm looking forward to playing around with that. Oh, goodness, that's a beautiful color. I'm going to have to try that later today. All right, so what else do we have in here? Another color that managed to pretty much stay in the palette for all of its incarnations is this color, Hear Me Out, which is more of a matte peach color. So there is Hear Me Out. She's not looking peachy in there, but she is, I swear. And there's that. Oh, that's nice on my skin. I can live with that. The color that beat Howlin out is 2 to Mango. In our poll. So there's 2 to Mango. The two colors are very, very similar. So there's Howlin, and there's 2 to Mango. As you can see, 2 to Mango is more on the pink side. Howlin's more on the purple side. I'm really hoping that the 2 to Mango shows up on my skin better than the Howlin did. Not by much, but she does show up. So there's that one. Tea Garden was one that got voted in. The other 3 all pretty much were part of the palette from the beginning. We had some others in here that have been in and out. So the next set of colors I'm going to do are on the purple side, mostly. Some of these were in at the beginning, some of them weren't. This is the color On the Rise. That's a pretty color too. Look at that color. She is beautiful. She's a bit more dusty, as you can see down here, but buildable. It's a very, it's another pinky purple, but it's a beautiful color, and it's shimmery. You all know I like the shimmers, right? And then we have Try Me, which was also on the poll. So this is Try Me. I believe this one is actually a pressed pigment. Beautiful color. Beautiful color. Oh, look at that. That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. And then we have Crown Jewel, which is apparently a duplicate, but that's okay. I don't mind. So there is Crown Jewel. Then we have blues. We have some blues here. This is not being set up the way it is in the photos, by the way. I wanted to kind of put the colors together when I can kind of go. So this one is Piece of Cake. Kind of a bright blue. A matte. Yes, I did mix mattes in, even though I'm not a matte fan. Beautiful color. And then we have Bassline, which is a little lighter, and a shimmer. Oh, if it weren't for the shim, she might not show up on me. Looking forward to trying that one out and seeing if I can get it to work better. And now for our greens. Our first green is La Playa. La Playa. La Playa? La Playa. La Playa. Seriously. I should know how to pronounce these things. She is a light shimmery green. I think all of our greens ended up being shimmers. That's pretty. That's pretty. Then we have this rather murky color called Up and Up. I think this made most, if not all, of the iterations of the palette that I tried to create. It is loud in here. So that is Up and Up. Oh, I like that. I like that. I'm getting into these less bright colors, but colors. I mean, colorful, but more murky on the color. They're not really bright, although I'm interested in getting some neons. I have a really bright neon pink in here in my other palette. And this one is Slayfair. This one almost didn't make it into the palette. It was one of the colors I thought, well, maybe that's just not the right color, but she is a beautiful dark green, shimmery. The only other color I have similar to that is a matte, and there she is. So there's all my colors swatched. This mess right here is the same color. This is the one that didn't make it in. So here is the final palette. How do you think I did? I think she's pretty. I'm looking forward to using it. I really am. I don't reach for my singles very often, but yeah, I'm looking forward to using this. I really am. I think that's gorgeous colors. It's a gorgeous color. I think it works really well with the gradient image that I used as my inspiration for it. And then, of course, popping in this one to represent the metal of the scales on it. And I do love the little palette. This is all very affordable. I will list the colors and everything down below if you want to make your own BYOP palette. The prices are, I think this was about $25 total for all of this. I'd have to look it up. But yeah, using the BYOP, especially when they put the BYOPs on sale, is a really good way to go if you want to try to get some ColourPop singles of your own. It is more expensive than buying, say, some of their other palettes, but this is making your own color story, and I think that's honestly worth a little extra in and of itself. Anyway, so ColourPop says, with love from California. We've got all this trash that has to go out, but we are done for the day. I am very, very excited to try both my palette and my Zoeva brushes. This is just amazing. I've been wanting to try Zoeva brushes and or Zoeva, I'm not sure. And they have a eyeshadow palette, or had an eyeshadow palette that I really wanted to try. I guess it was limited edition. It's not available anymore, unfortunately. One of these days I will get a palette from them as well. I'm really, really excited about being entered into their contest. I don't see myself winning, but it would be wonderful if I did, because I really, really do want to try their stuff. Anyway, so that is it for today, and I hope you like what you've seen. And if you have liked what you've seen and you've not subscribed yet, I hope you will subscribe. If you do subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. I currently upload 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and that's it. It's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But we do have bonus videos every once in a while. I will have an indie brand come in that I will want to show off, and I will open that as an extra video. My son has his loot crates. We have other little things occasionally, but those are the two main things. If you want to know when one of those goes up, you definitely need to hit that notification bell so you know when they go up. If you're part of my notification squad, you're going to want to check your subscription and your bell to make sure they're both still active. And if you choose not to subscribe, we would be very disappointed and sad. However, we would understand. Mostly. I'm a little too silly for some people, especially at my age. But you know what? Staying young. Gotta stay young one way or another, right? But if you don't subscribe, I would understand. However, we do hope that you will come back again, because you are always welcome here. And when you do come back again, don't forget to bring your cup of tea. Alrighty, so this probably hasn't changed flavor much, but it has cooled down so that I can actually drink it and get a better idea of the flavor. Like I said, when I first tried it, it tasted really nice, so I'm really excited about that. I'm sure it tastes just as good. It hasn't cooled off to the point where I'd be worried about it being a horrible cold tea, but I'm really excited to just now to be able to actually taste all those flavors. Let's give it a sip and then we'll be on our way. Oh man, yeah. Okay. Sorry, distracted by a cat. Anyway, that is really good. The mint is coming out, but it's not. I've tried spearmint teas, and there's something about spearmint by itself that just I don't particularly like. However, it really works with this citrus mix. And then you get that ginger too, which gives it a bit of spice. Oh, this is really good. This is really good. It's really, I shouldn't be surprised. The flavor profile is one that I like. I've liked it in the past. I've taken lemon and orange and mint and mixed them together. I throw mint into a lot of things. I'm just really enjoying this one. I'm going to look this one up. I am. I really like that. That's very, very good. Anyway, that's it for the day. I hope you have a great one. Bye.